lumba osisika noni esika noni ampa ya na ba kona eme de o se wanhwe ya opanyin so sika semti bo ana order akora meba okay. All right, now minya echo actually. Yo, Minya, let's say I go see.
Yeah, of a very Yanko Pandrin and Madaruma, me GDSM, me for
And the let me say me share topic now. Only the right person is bit me the so lifestyle creep and how to fight it. And I say lifestyle inflation. Actually, a lifestyle inflation. Inflation, aka lifestyle creep. And then you be your home ejuma. With the M say ti formunya ehu wahada iti ube introduction kakra na afi yafa free hanum na yadwidwa lifestyle inflation no yadwidwa mbebre tino introduction kakra na yenko.
Yeah, sure. For very me that's passion that's pane akwenya we a odi ama me and na fin so mechi our chief ne wa hwefo nyina maybe bi obi ahwe free bia me di anga de yebo kan kam so full name ne yebo akwesi kan kam but I am prefer to use kwesi kan kam because yebo no am for say your last name intino and I'm for two last names I am type of kwesi kan kam me anga say them background started with chemistry, now may branch into data science. Into me, you must say data scientist, data analyst, in the biofarm industry for now. Yeah, manage African history, African consciousness, and our financial education as a whole. Yeah.
Yes, it's a young fine miner. The route now for finance now is very very nice. I like him so much. And I say on every na yeah justice to all the financial education na ebisua wa no. It all the time. Yo, and then it's a lifestyle inflation and then you become one thing. Hey, Eddie, lifestyle inflation.
Yeah, but
Yo, can you say out here for lifestyle inflation? Say out here.
Lifestyle inflation. Medical action in 2 ways. Say, once a lifestyle, send your obo abroad to 20 man inflation. Say, all of a sudden, almost na BB, send your net here na heading a costro. Into lifestyle inflation here, say, over na the way our obo brand, all of a sudden, no, open say, we on who send ya, we drew baby crash, sebi, unya, and unya Andrew, a new crana, say, oh, for sister obey koduru amra oni ho akade kra no bo ho nso a lifestyle inflation ni say sika entimi enye den entena ne ho fon foforo ne beba obo akoto car foforo ne beba okwa akoto and then most times ni kra ni nye hwe but still no opeso ye den okoto so just moving or trying to live a lifestyle as a unyandru but you've tried to so bad then go beyond baby or Amra only who academia and usually yes I said be impressing for
Just to impress people that we don't even know.
yes
And the ones that we know, they don't even like us. Okay. T, you say, Obina can say, so you've just got a raise on a new job, right? With a bigger paycheck. Good for you. But what happened to it? Lifestyle inflation, lifestyle creep. All of a sudden, you matching whatever already, who make it 40,000. Yamia dom what mean your new job and now within your job now crown. It me raise a cost kakra as say. From 40 need to be 55. And I say be the emphasis 50 cra. It's a big time. As soon as the phone already. Phone in your view. Oh, phone in your view is also a bit See, you should be a kakra. Na me de nneɛma bi ɛtoto hɔ nom na mehwɛ sɛneɛ mehwɛ lifestyle yeah nti no mene so waka bi kakra nhwɛ science a of lifestyle creep and as a lifestyle inflation bisa science been the manager say yes I mean that's what bobo so there science been
Okay.
a manager
Yeah, of a topic topic be Adam akuma so ache na me ye manu se me hia ho ade mo science no eguma ahodo bebre ba ko bi o ha dodo na ya omo use word bi na omo frɛ bibi hedonic adaptation and the number one sign nti no ne say
chemistry
as
boy
yeah nipa o ha you find satisfaction in a sudden change in life, whether positive or negative. But usually in here, no, the positive one in GBA, number one sign is say I want to be satisfied by having the latest car. Number one. Number two, I want to be satisfied by having the latest mobile phone. When Nyami uses Sisiano and yeah, then and yeah, she I said, Wabrabo no would do any nyinaa akɔ akɔhyɛ sɛ wonya nneɛma foforɔ nkwa wonya nneɛma foforɔ ɛnyɛ bɔne na mmom ɛkwan a wɔfa so anya at the expense of also losing out on other equally important things no and one of the major signs no ha team bi a asɛ ɛsɛ onye biribi ansa na okra
why
anya
satisfied this I say
any agye.
okay wow hey we credit na me nim this akra so na mo hu this I say but your friend is you
yeah edini hedonic adaptation
hedonic adaptation okay
yeah hedonic adaptation
wow that's a I know net one me fee same say benjo pa you will be hobby me ma yeah go into that one
yes baako bi mu also yes one of the other signs means me di many too for mama hu ne say usually no peer pressure say that's a peer pressure power one of the major signs. I want say yeah our from Moka we almost say BBB the Joneses omo yi bi ya ka
catch up with the Joneses catching up with the
exactly
Joneses
so as a onamfo no nso obi ye bibi but also person we be near who say oh yeah then is one of the major
you day
yes one of the major signs of lifestyle creep ebia or friends no is your munyo be to fie but also ni say adwuma wo ye no o ka so wo ko to fie a ho be den ho be chiro but because obi ye bi ninti no now so do ho akwa ye den so peer pressure is also one of the major signs of lifestyle. And then the last one I make can say is I said nipa but no only any definite plan for your life. And he said from an eboko north edoko eboba south edoba east and west edoko. So one of the major signs is when somebody does not have proper financial education, and it's one of the major things that you will be lucky. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, are they kicking me out from the radio? Anyway, so young share there. Eti you say a DB a hardware. What are some of the friends saying? Science are I say a say and I said Nyama a be affect when you start doing and I say you start making that lifestyle bringing in lifestyle creep or whatever lifestyle inflation then a man and I say effect being in your house.
Yeah, for me that's a beautiful question. I think that this one in particular, and which may use me as an example. I know that maybe coming new in Komobi. On that one of the major effects of our lifestyle inflation, me the minimum example. One year when you buy so no na unshare then need say oh adibia yana nam cause unni sikada ho because sikani batin biana o the bibia emma sikano enwo say enwo crampo now you don't have anything in your savings, you don't have anything, you are just living from paycheck to paycheck. So one of the main effect about lifestyle inflation is that you cannot keep money on yourself, but you keep on living from paycheck to paycheck. One of the major into the moment I won't say ube lusu a juma, especially so a juma cry one job and so because you are living from paycheck to paycheck, now you are just on the path to like absolute brokenness. And to be living from paycheck to paycheck, one of the major causes, sorry, one of the major effects, of lifestyle
creep.
inflation. Yep.
Wow. And they said you can goals stand still.
Yes.
I say you're not moving forward all the time. Baby, because maybe about some instead of saying nyame wadom nyame timi increase scale koso adwuma koso scale ba eso be wana baby a wogina it is say as our plans is enko baby a baby agina ngina even though na say opese we your ho say obi na kan say friends say as a fake broke by fake rich,
Yeah,
right?
faking to make it.
Yes. Hey, it's not like real rich but fake rich. It car we never bought no to be. Yes, it's catching up with the Joneses. But any Reef say the Joneses can do math. The Reef said the Joneses are broke because it doesn't add up. The adding is not adding up. When you put yourself in that situation all the time, yeah, should be kakra when it comes to so make key point to be a very, very a big point. Saint Michelle, Saint Kwame Michelle, a very, very big because of lifestyle creeping, we living on paycheck to paycheck. And can we make a big for paycheck to paycheck?
Yeah, but paycheck to paycheck, once that you move brave, we are just content with say be a juma me and me trainer bosom me ya me ka na eno na me dia me bibia. So paycheck to paycheck in the sense that say $2,000 and I say 2,000 cities, 2,000 pounds or 2,000 any currencies out there. Oh no, why you juma for about maybe about 5 years, 10 years, maybe what now going to for maybe about 10 years, 20 years. But so one Jimmy uncle juma bosomi baako crown bona. Na say I want to kese pa na about so paycheck to paycheck and say you don't even have any baseline bia say o monthly salary number ubitim the ubitia IBB, and that is because of one of it a lifestyle creep because this is canning about ODBB udin wanum lifestyle creep a bit maka so be a playman yeah be a playman I'm playman you'll be a playman, so you keep on living from paycheck to paycheck because you don't let money work for you. You are always exchanging your energy and always using your time to make money. But nipa udu baby ese usika ne yeden eye adwuma ma odi share financial tools bi mo a eye den eye adwuma ema. Yeah.
Yeah. You said you know can there's a study that shows they say most money problems and I say most for instance, most marital issues and I say divorce one of them your friend saying money issues. Now we all know say if you are living on paycheck to paycheck so when I can see scan if you and talk about baby it will go and say those things no to say I say if you try to live in that style now they be na ho true they be na into fee all the time with me my points kakra be a bit me free paycheck to paycheck bibi a ayade a mani gye ho sɛ de bi ɛbɛtumi akasa asɛm because when you look back at you can see people even your friends if you take about let's say 10 of your friends right na if you cry share sometimes they don't have to tell you how much they make based on it be cry na unim say at least omunya kakra and much crowd teams unya kakra and so steady chair say more than half of the population, working population, live paycheck to paycheck. They said that means that you now for 10 be at least 5 years they're living on paycheck with the bresu be make yes 6 figures now close to 6 figures. It me basa. Now a DS bit media free. Instead no able boss no say start to say trying to catching up with the Joneses, Joneses can do more. catching up with the Joneses. The Joneses are broke, because we had to say they no share car or team. Now share ABS Kakro Begina. What him say is not hard enough. The journey bit me here, a bit me free, Sanya Manum Kakra. Ebeba, I say,
Yeah.
Ebeba back to the win, but again, a bit me free those things.
Yeah, very great point of from that. So Bibia make a BI idea me and my experience it. So usually it makes it quite easy for me say me then me can asem. So one of the major ways picture to picture ke bit me free news yen fo bi o ye busumi adwumia you try ka busumi bi and as a bi-weekly. Usually no say amount raise I only see be every month be and you are getting maybe $5,000, 2,000. I'm just using random figures. It's our random figures no unim every month be a better accounts. So one of the major way we can really walk out of lifestyle creep, is to track our expenses. One of the number one way so when you say busumi this is the amount that comes to me, or fixed expenses, BTC or rent or utility bills or internet. Yeah, when you maybe when you say fixed, all those kind of things. But so what the paper any pen then now busan say busumi bia no we na eba we call her a penny call her a dime then a dollar call her say so and only number one way I'll beat me there then you can walk out of living from paycheck to paycheck, and then another thing so yeah once a basic asema for Barfi, about 90% of financial problems it's not the money itself, but from little research me who say is very attitude now. It's very attitude now. And indeed, one of the ways that you can walk out of paycheck to paycheck, especially ABI or be an unmarried person, you realize ABI we can be a make club, we can be a new boys snake up day. Once in a while you can go, but what now is a whole month no say 4 times. You spend about maybe $200 or $500 per outing bia. For now, Bekono, I know that it's very difficult for you. Catch it and then kumu one, not 3 na kano. Yeah, then fast can yeah then at all. So one way is to also check your attitude, and it's very difficult to fix the attitude until you give yourself the right proper financial education. So one, getting proper financial education means of a eduma bebre and so tracking your expenses. Sadly, to also for 3 months continuous, you will find a rhythm, and then the discipline will come in so that you'll be able to have some form of stability. And then you move on to another phase, at least you'll be saving kakra. Now for savings, no, so the sikana ashe at the full bima and also be then and be mauska. Yeah.
Therefore, there's a young man who is doing very well financially. No, it's talking from experience. You see, you cannot control what you don't track. If you want to be in control of your money, you're not tracking it. Into me. On that note, and see na your friend say Patrik Solutions, budget. A bit me aboa ama watimi use budget. And one kind of the tracking no. And one in conclusion, you have to start budgeting. You have to make sure you bring what you have to know what it comes in and what goes out. If you don't do that, you see the thing I'm a crowd has because I never quite say so steady shows that people that are doing well financially. And I mean, I say millionaires and visa because sometimes I'm of say and no one when but when you see people that are doing well financially, about more than 80% of them budget.
Yes.
Almost 30 some budget no more they are okay. But after now, we be fine financially now. They are still budgeting. That means a budgeting is very key. When you see the genesis of everything about finance, it's about us being able to control our money. But you cannot control what you don't track. We have to know. So on paper, on purpose, every month, it doesn't matter. You have to make sure you are budgeting. And that means you can me. Also tracking the things that are going back and forth. Then here. Now another one, so Miss Mecca, and they are supported the can say. Sir, you pay the mine. So we are Juma and more be near more pay earning come. Says he cannot. So treat you and hooker, not the becan yendi. Yendi. Edda can also the other question. I beat me a bruise. Can 2 years for a period of bed 5 years, 10 years no. Once a says he can now dinner with this she bimuna. And also this care brown at the initial stage, we say Ebi Krana, a 500 be an Audi Shima. Buhuno, neba be at the end of a year crabs when your profit be $50 be also. Obeka say, but remember, say, if you're 500 be more, 550. Next time, since can say baby more. Sometimes at the same time, still sad be say, come home. Enti wudi gusu na no bo so ekɔ na buhane say afi edru point bia even that money no what save sa na make more than what you are earning. Even a kind was say la then you are successful financially because your money is working for you. Now you are not working for the money.
Right.
So there's a I said near man age change. I perfectly understand what you're saying. Say yes, can also start to say the edition yama be dream. Now we invest it, nneɛma bebree nneɛma ama yɛmfa say with the US for example nneɛma ama yɛayɛ very successful for the past 50 years century. There are 3 things that ama amanfoɔ ayɛ successful paa. 1 businesses. 2 ɛnyɛ in order though. 2 real estate. Not 3 stocks. So these 3 things no amanfoɔ be businesses near the amanfoɔ ayɛ pa. Amanfoɔ invest in real estate so amanfoɔ ayɛ pa. Amanfoɔ invest in stocks so amanfoɔ ayɛ pa. So these 3 things no say we earn income earner yana was social baby a level no wa betimi start still do sika na question. You see America a progressive tax state and at the same side capitalist country. Now, sometimes capitalism, no me funny say political, me funny say a business because we should more your tax system in the city. If you are only earning all the time earning, when out your tax nina.
Yes.
Oh, when out your tax nina into the so you have to find a way. Sometimes you can say, "Oh, ni idea in the scaffold what it is a tax book, no, etc." About 4,700 pages or say 800 pages. Only about say 30 is when the government is taking from you. The rest, you can do stuff. You are going to benefit from the government. I am sure cry. And now we earning income is so hard because loopholes be bring home out. And you have to do as much as possible. Be I say a bit me, try say a bit me. I invest it. So imagine say if your capital gains and I say if you are investing now, we'll get your capital gains. What you are about 20%.
Yeah.
But when we are earning income pay 24%. When to your crown. Oh, it as I didn't know how my in a bit me. By yet you pay in the bar, you inflate your lifestyle. You say your increment, you say inflating it all the time in this country. All the time intimacy. It's about time I was a catcher and crow from the truth. Also, when you be brave, your community, yes, so far, Sanima will meaning coffee be break, finance near day. Sometimes, yana tough. Imagine say, we make it be a bare 40,000. That we used to car 50,000.
Wow.
It does not make sense.
Yep, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Imagine. See the crowd, they'll make it 40 cry, now they'll make it, we used to car 30,000. It doesn't. The rule of thumb says, you shouldn't use a car more than 50% of your income.
Yeah.
You know, share nipa bebree mortgages. It's good to buy a house, but I don't want you to be house poor. Share nipa bebree mortgages. It's more than, so if you have a mortgage and you're paying more than 25% of your income is going to the mortgage, you will struggle. And found this in city, we struggle. You know, work as a area na mete New York, honeyboy day, mete math na math. You can't necessarily baby na abeti untimi changing no. I'm
Yes.
sorry. You move bread state be a intimate na baby. Intimate koto house baby. You say call asket kakra near koto. Sanity. But so ye be timi koji mortgage be na we okra 50%. But you have other things that was so timid. Which are now they also can experience kakra about the Niama who especially your community because your community near any omokasa say. Niama who for if we see bit me aboyama free side lifestyle, inflation, no na air cost wa nya so just say major now so what can experience kakra also wa
Yeah, I think I know the Wabobo baby so one thing once in Ghana for us Ghanaians usually we are very social Yebeko parties, Yebeko year, all those activities. Made many too from Kakra who say yepe unnecessary competition. That unnecessary competition, no, ama yemu be behind closed doors by EPA. Now say I want to say everything is fine. So our people should come to the full realization say it is okay to be living in America and then baby I'm a it's okay. And then if you have the means, that's all better car, that's a car no. Emma own go broke, that's what we call ediaba. It is still okay. But then and when you obi then and found compare there because you know obia plans then different. And Uncle Murphy, one thing so I say and I say kind of funny before we should really pay close attention to is that we need to focus more on process thinking. So process thinking in the sense that on the ABI alphabet for back Romano, na me fa member do a very great point be in your life, ABI or family or fee. And before you get into that stage, you know, ABI also what brain power, what brain the first maybe 5-7 years, and it wasn't very easy for you. ABI when you be practicing a show you see
true, yeah, you bisa. Yeah, BBS.
Through all those pains, what you achieve certain thing in life. You hear papa despite more, some baby or do. So if they are flaunting their wealth or their cash, they can do it. But obo free Ghana or some certain expectation be into your buying per se, and then I'm I have to drive the flashy car, I have to get a house or maybe mini and a townhouse. I have to get the best of everything, design and share any of those kind of things. But that is a point you move be bringing you feel it. We don't want to go through the process, but we want the product. You want the end product of living the American dream, but you don't want to go through the American dream process. No, I have to sometimes really hustle. You have to have what we call delayed gratification. On a problem now,
We
you
can't
don't
delay
have
gratification.
delayed gratification. Is one of the major problems I had. And be brave. You more question. You might be brave more. Ama I said, omuye di can for mama samba be be DH. So unnecessary competition, and then this delayed gratification thing that you say bia mention me also any manto Gucci belt, manto Armani ni say na it is okay if I'm shopping from Ross, if I'm shopping from TJ Maxx, mention the Macy's or and I say even Goodwill, it is okay. At the end of the day, the basic need of getting the clothes, Uncle Beffy, is to clothe yourself. But home, a time is coming. Goodwill, no, ebia unko hobby. But once in a while, no, at $500, and that is because the base that you have when you have you have Say 500,000, and I say $500. No, it's just a drop in the ocean.
Yeah.
And
And
then
count
let's
Toma.
delete,
And
yes,
count utokre and count.
and
Yes.
count. And my we in Chairman, if you want to say at some point, my issue be about my car, so they had to total the vehicle, and then I had to buy a new car. And one of me who said programs now more, you know, if you really put it into practice, it really helps you. And when the total vehicle, you know, I had some amount of money. It was an old car. It had over 120,000 miles on it. And I'm with the mommy. So I'm with the mom because I have been able to, you know, have certain number of EBMI, the massive down. And I'm here, I'm this also. I didn't go back to car note. My car note be and me koto car note, so there were a lot of options. Yeah, me I don't know if it's watching me. I say, oh, Lexus RX EB. Lexus RX, no, and now 40,000 getting to 50,000. And even some of them are not quite used though.
Yeah.
I know he wants the best for me. But I sat down and asked myself, say, I have to go through the process. If you no, he might have it. To beat me a but I feel I'm a young guy, Mrs. Ameba. That 40,000, that 50,000. If I have 10,000 there, if I have 12,000 there, let me mean your car mileage also be 60,000, 70,000. It may not be the latest vehicle. I wouldn't hide it. I drive a 2015 Honda Civic. 2,000 and no one DB also. I had a very good price because the mileage too was very low. And Uncle Bear, very, even my brothers, they drive more better cars than me, if I should say. But I mean, because I know that monthly, no, my $500 is
Now
not
can we
going
go to
anywhere.
no?
It's
Look
going
to your car
somewhere.
note, it's going somewhere. It's
Yes.
10 years time. Now fee what to Lexus brand new now team what to you
Now buy it cash.
now or no that so or no free stage now or no what's to say no. I opposite. You
Yeah.
see, you could have gone get the Lexus, but the only difference is say nanka obet so extra. No, about 500 no. But now, you see, that's the where now yentias no. We don't understand. Say, to say you can be delayed because all you are doing right now is who delay gratification for the better future. I know. Say, small 500 now. If you are doing the maths, you see, because right now, study just said average car payment for a new car is 725 or so.
Yeah, about 750. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are paying that amount, it is more.
Cry.
Said God was here, slavery in disguise. So the thing is, we can't delay gratification at all. And say one, two, one, yes, I don't know. A better trend. Let's go back a little bit to what you were saying when it comes to behavior problems. You see, when you look at personal finance, 80% behavior, 20% head knowledge. So
Yeah.
math na be tiki kambu nina 20%. Behavior and a dear drew baby a drew. He'll be to a catcher say, na minishi, miyeshi, me car say, ke tuta kai, me car say, miyeshi ni, tina was some economic kojika, na me de etuso. Because of that mindset now. When you de bia dada na te sɛ abɛyɛ ne behavior na ɔntumi ɛnyɛ biribiara ndwen sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ de bia no deɛ ne deɛ nsɛ ofi sɛ ɛka yɛ okay ɛwɔ sɛ ka deɛ wotumi kɔtɔ na wotuatua ɛyɛ okay anti no biribi abaeɛ no wanhyɛ da antena ase te sɛ deɛ bi a wotena ase hu sɛ okay woyɛ calculation yɛ dabidabi ne deɛ nsɛ ɛwɔ sɛ mekɔkɔgye. Do you see where the behavior is coming from? Yɛayɛ for a long time na abɛduru hɔ no nti now no adeɛ so a woyɛ for you don't have to think anymore wonim sɛ because I may behavior. So the mention and one car. Microphone the day you come, they go give you. Because look, the corporations profit, right? They profit, they are happy when you're in debt because they are profiting. Yet when you're in debt, they are profiting. So they are always happy for you to be in there, that corner. Now will be to me say, and I mean me credit card, me a smart, me see, you know, say, show die, show more die. One Virginia, any your friend is Maryland. Who fatizes oh, dine is easy or
Chapter 1 money Google more.
Sana would idea.
That be
Sana would idea. You know, sometimes was a month for a come says, oh, you're smart. You're smart. Many of you had call Bahaduma. Debia or Debia or easy or so the or credit card, yeah, and I'm saying, saying, yeah. Na mmom it depend on sɛ na obesie ayi so no sɛ wotua deɛ a sister Abena ekyia o thanks for joining me sɛ wobetua deɛ a wankipu yɛfrɛ no sɛn balance yeah it's okay
Yeah.
but menyɛ sɛ woyi so na woyɛ smart kyɛn wɔn no there's no way always no ɔmbɛnya wɔ ahyɛ kɔna bi
That is
ɔmbɛnya wɔ
very
ahyɛ kɔna bi yeah ɔmbɛnya wɔ ahyɛ kɔna bi go ɛdeɛn bi mu na wobɛtumi de ama yɛ a ɛbɛtumi aboa yɛ bi sɛ wohwɛ a yɛ community no
yeah.
ɛyɛ
Uncle Barfi, one other thing, and sadly, a DA, on say you go school, they teach us to learn so that we will get a high paying job. But me only say the knowledge will be to me idea you who free lifestyle creep, and I said yeah, as a lifestyle inflation, you know. It's something that you have to consciously embark on. And maybe I say one casano then operate because whether you like it or not, yeah, in DN school, or yeah, MBA or finance class. No, and then they are teaching you to come and manage somebody's business, speak all those big words. No, but we have a lot of financial quote unquote experts. They are also going through this lifestyle inflation. Yeah, and
was it there also?
yeah, they're also going through it.
Maybe omukra na woman more.
Yes.
So, me was start here free.
No problem.
Me was start here free. See, before I became very aware of my circumstances about finance, how I'm doing finance, I was credit educational specialist. I was teaching people, showing people how to put their credits on top, showing them, analyzing it, and all that. But I was always financially in trouble.
Wow.
Constantly. Because you see what it is the system no. It's not any system be a amount of who do or say if one you all start a career, we start here with the student loan start. We buy to say the a woodman the catch say the car a year kakra. And also aba. Na ebia akwishia girlfriend bi. Ono so the car student loan no so the eba. Worry na pressure buy a house. I'm the account. Now more two student loans, 2 car payments, a mortgage. Now for your class abem. It is a frustration. It is constantly now it all the time. So no, you say, if debt we bet me also now I feel what's what combine the end is ultimately combining in what you know now the tria. Now you say, hey, what it is a hot not behavior problems now you can say since one change your lifestyle now 50 preoccupant people that do that now try 2-3 years almost about the same situation because so change your phone who say be any one loan I bulky now one pair of piano and then the mortgage pen was what changing the car.
Yeah.
Now no kwa just Alexis now o can be no. Na
Yeah,
500 aba. But yeah, we say now so was me GB so mama na afia start na I go back to it all of us na cycle no go say e kone e basa. Obi a me chenkrofo how to do these things no constantly all the time. Let me finances in yet.
Wow.
Yeah. Until some year we started no, this is not working. This is not working. And no cry no. Nyama BCC answer. I mean, to was one day pay, you know, one day. Now, me must ebe try we a Facebook or the book be by a friend saying the richest man in Babylon.
Oh yeah.
So one day me fast book me steps. I did the hana di biya me ye. and then start to say, mommy, start to say me reading more about me reading more about it. I feel they'll call the next stage, they'll call the next stage. It is said you can say if you don't seek the knowledge now even seeking the knowledge when you and now adibakwe yapano when your knowledge now the tone a very frustrating. Also apply that knowledge, to one seeking knowledge in a pet, hey, until they continue through baby and can.
Yeah, of course, yeah, and on our canon. So knowledge, financial knowledge, also obiane the financial problem.
Yes.
And we are
You one fit all.
Yes, obiane the financial problem because obiane need a student loan debt. Obiane also need a car payments into obiane need the but there are some universal principles be about finance and it cuts across. But Tim, yeah, now be the semester being that because we have two major problems. Your financial problems and then all other problems. But I say you to say we need to have that requisite knowledge. And like we are saying early on, a basic addition you may most likely not find it in school. And in fact, near all show dear school no so a financial instructor no crowd about 90% of the time and also then or situation now and you have to have that time one casa assess yourself, where am I falling short, then me ankasa mintimi nhye me ho so a eno titim bi e ma me yeden e ma me ko ekemu. Now the moment you're able to identify those things, send your kind of no one shall say be intentional about it. Buy books, watch videos, is internet na team be a ma almost some I'm telling myself say need me yeden me so na ma very intentional to listen to programs like this only yeden afi me tie wi a Minfa Emubaku, they just pick one of the so many messages that you are hearing. It could be that maybe you want to cut cost or maybe you want to save. And then practice it for at least bare 3 months. Say it imagine it will give you that kind of enthusiasm to do other things. And you I'll be a pick it. In your picking you subai pet Uncle Berfi, that's it. Because it will be very recurring. I bet it flows naturally. Now it becomes natural for you to save. It becomes natural for you to see that if I see the latest car about man drive what and hame man koto ifi fufura enye den hame man boguchi belta enye den hame. Yeah.
You see, one of the things so I realize, and that's yes, I've come to know and say, and even most people can. When one of my mentors can say the time you're rich, the time he stopped thinking about what people were saying about what people will say about him. That was the moment I'll be rich. Why? Because then fun will be and fun will be say why never cool, say why never. You see, when you start thinking all the time thinking about what people will say about you, they will say about what you do, what you drive, where you live, and all that, what you wear, then you start living for them. So you start buying things to let them appreciate you first. That's when you start following the Joneses, start catching up with the Joneses, forgetting say the Joneses can't do math, forgetting say they are broke.
Very broke.
You see, usually when we talk about rich in this country, the first thing that say somebody is rich, what is the first thing that comes into your mind? Big house, fancy cars, fancy dressing, or vacations. Yes. But when it's steady, say those people are called consumers. They are not. And these are the people that make a lot of money too. For income, yes, they make money, but they spend it all. Steady say, yeah, they make money, but they spend it all. They make 500,000, they spend 500,000 and some. Because of pharmacy credit card, no more credit card loans, no more. So, if one intentional about signing my name, all the time you'll be in a situation whereby they be an and it's make back to budgeting. So start so budget. All of a sudden, what's the name of start change? Start change. Everything change in your life because Musafi no. To say the Obi can say that's what could Mr. Obi and Musafi you be a friend so say your friend say Mrs. Obi can I say the lens you see things in a different lens from the now because most times say me will be kasa be a coach you be especially man on kasa be at send send out spending on grocery which was okay grocery you're spending by 1,000 a family of 4 so no there's no way it's okay 1 week cobra about send them spending 3,000 you see now no because we started tracking did be a fair budget something say it's a way of increasing your income and not getting increasing your income without me can say because it's a way of making more without increasing your income because all of a sudden we see Canada and so on what's a so
yes
because now what the year say we spend groceries 1,000 people why because upon be a African market upon be a store and sana Saturday was our store ankasa now no just say spend 1,500 a san for the month na hwɛ ade musa after start use nneɛma no wisely to boost all of a sudden no 3,000 ananka we spend 1,000 about 2,000 now no boom 1,000 aba now you can use that 1,000 to start paying off debt to start doing something into the cut 12,000 now say extra 1,000 about boom and all of a sudden boom 12,000 a year no year free and you move to another things since it's like I understand money in key yet don't pay too much attention to what goes on in the yes. That can be a bit to me. If you would TV, if you would TV, would TV, a young girl always is so young guy always is so. That this is the time. Bit me, I say we. This is the time. Kabitim di niyama to 2 years. Will be you shoot. Because me share niyama be a nipa a long time ago.
So just to buttress what you are saying, I believe we should develop that habit of trying to be minimal. You can say being minimal. You can't say you're not cool. But let's take this as an example. Once a relationship that's baby about Urbano, ebia obepesa obeye wedding. But you'll be surprised that Obu Oha Onis cannot the bear wedding, so they'll go get a loan. Obu Timi Koji loan bear $60,000 for a wedding. We are 200,000 Ghana cedis for a wedding. But then you can be minimal. Wedding is just an event, but we don't celebrate the marriage. We celebrate the event, but you leave the actual thing, which is the marriage, and it's experiential. I wouldn't go too much into it because I've never been married before. I'm talking about to see be a wedding and I'm a case study for living minimal. No, and to say 40,000. Okay, meet me brand and me be at 10,000. Meet me there be nice and incoming. Okay, what if we need 10,000? Obana na sebe macron. Can we come into an agreement say Bob Brown am my home and the the fact that we have the money to doesn't mean say we should blow the cash. And to say 10,000 or what I didn't know young near small family small friends. No, we go to the law court, we sign you bet na baby kakrebi ni akudidi. But remember say sikana u save DB to on what you could business be more, what you could investment be more. Ama ebe your day. A time is coming here, that lavish wedding that you couldn't do, no, you might even end up doing something that is more lavish and then that is more productive than wedding and capital spend in no. One thing I'm the best example be about living minimal. No, you fancy be a family of maybe 4, or let's say even let's use 4, man and a woman, Now, if you have the money and you want to get maybe a single family home, fine. But say a townhouse, ana usika ebesoa. Na say no payment no format. It's okay. ebia mo dem no like mo and san musa, but then it's just but for a moment. You are looking at the bigger goal, no. You are looking at the bigger goal. Bit say Warren Buffett, baby or any and one or that's here then. And then those people, I realized that they
since 1957 or so, I feel.
Yeah, they live minimal. They have always been living minimal. Now, when you be a programming or catch them say, because see, first no, every day, Monday to Friday, be me call Starbucks, me talk coffee, you could see be about $5 and some loose change for a week, 5 by 5 years, and yet 25. Now I say 2 weeks in the air, say $50 a month, and quite saying $100. And I said, nah, me and I said, there be me no coffee, be bad. We are not saying we are not downgrading Starbucks and I say you. I know and I just no I better coffee machine.
Coffee machine.
Be fancy be $50. And I thought that 4 years I need to see it.
Yeah.
Now if you don't know I can say brew na idea. So he doesn't go to Starbucks anymore. And I saw $100 no. He was living minimal, $100 no. And I didn't say, oh the better every month, and he had $1,200 free in that year. And then he told me that a lot of people in America are not even able to save up to $1,000 in a year. Senior credit card so we have to learn how to live minimal. If they make coffee at work for free, use it. Who use free coffee now? Man, patch yourself, you are broke. But that small 5, it can multiply and then it go to 1,200. So the BB account could do 2,400. That 2,400, the more the zeros are increasing, the power of zero. Boom say, getting you. But man who 10 years it's just free money. Free money. When you
me say, so we are okay. Yeah, analysis do this program. So, and it started here, there's 1,000 it off mortgage.
Okay.
When you say, yes, I don't know, it reduce mortgage, by 7 years.
Wow.
Yes. Next week, you better calculation. It reduce soon by depending on the size of the mortgage, start to reduce, to say the you say we maybe don't drink the coffee, but we bet me in a different way. We bet me will fee instead of so every day be our way, And as animal in the crown, to say the can crown, and yet we are sometimes for a season. You might be run my for a season.
Yeah.
At this season, this is what is going on. To maintain more can I say. It was after a while, no, after that season, the corner. Because build the world, try, yes, animal in that. A better point be a near ye perceive pon. High, obviously say, Upeso talk car. And I say, talk new car, especially in here, who he has a better new car, crown it goes down in value.
Yeah.
You already know that car is not appreciating. Plus, we're taking a loan as a quackwaji. Just a double damn. What is the nature? No? Because people take loan as a quaji idea and appreciating value.
Yes.
So, it's, one, I don't know appreciating value already in a coffin. 2, now, what's a quaji loan? Now, loan is our generous. What's I pay interest also?
Yeah.
So, but so shed the rate a drop a coffin now. It is what's around maybe $100. What offer would the okay you man take and what 200 and what watching because can not turn if as on 20,000 by 4 years to another car is be 8,000.
Yeah.
So can you stomach that drop? It wouldn't stage be to say 20,000 make me the tools to see and my pajasu my Brian come here. You don't buy it. We'll be crazy if also the rule of a rule of a minority mindset, also on the rule of 5. If I can't buy that 10, if I can't buy 5 of them, that means I cannot afford it. Because Uncle Toby now be told accounts where into your accounts you know you broke.
Yes.
And these are some of the things that I always see started. But then I'm often to me because of the habit now, yes, that habit now now dear name ya crying say, yeah, way you crew moon cry no. It is can a
Yes.
ya be duru aso abusa change na afia ye de na we na ye ya obehu na isa ade ne da ha ne da ha edan asem ya okay me kai say time ne ye koto dan ne ade edan different one sa time worry nwo initially a ke bitimi ato town home bi kakra bi ne ade koto 5 bedroom house those days just say who a man for subia it wasn't making sense pay those times pay about 5,000
Wow.
and that like was it a crew for the dan heart see a bedroom and now I've read that part the own nabi
On the
what
beat.
you do 24/7 I'm talking
Yeah.
of 2005 that I know say any you see the answer what you do 24/7 Saint Christ also 9 times of what you spend yeah everyone say, Prince say, just focus on your dreams. Oh, yeah, Prince. Good evening, Prince. About life is about vision and focus. Never worry to please anyone in this life. It's true. Who here say be please you be but in the no na your community especially. You see, so we share on average, I can tell you, say the little that I know, people that I talk to, the things I see, I can strongly tell you, so on average, we make about 28,000. Your
Wow.
community, yeah. On average, we make about 28,000. But if we need to measure, especially yeah, my memory are the cars on team.
Yep.
The cars on team. See, it what him say you kunya we can afford na yeto. Sometimes because the biana hotel, every day we do on every payment in this world.
Yeah.
Starting from loan, student loan, car loan, me say
Everything.
cra loan, TV
TV.
loan,
TV.
everything, laptop loan. Owie so a na aka sɛ asɛ ne nsa no deɛ yɛde sɔnye abom na sika bɛtɔ mu a na ɛkɔ. Ne werɛ fi sɛ sikafoɔ no abɛfa ade na ɛtɔ wo nsɛm a ɛbɛtɔ yi ma na ɛkɔ. Wei deɛ ma yɛ last yi na ɛnɛ yɛbɛfinish ntɛm ba yɛsrɛ mu ɛnɛ deɛ yɛbɛyɛ yɛfiri ayi kɔ next yi deɛ ne yɛbie ma amanfoɔ so akasa na ɔmo so akyerɛ ɔmo adwene wɔ ha ba ɛnɛ deɛ ɛde ma yɛnnua kwasi next week ɔne a ne saa wɔ ha no sɛ deɛ ɔne a na ɛwɔ ha de biara next week de biribi ato no afei amanfoɔ nti ma yɛn biribi kakra mmiɛmfa
Yeah.
ntutu ayi.
So lifestyle inflation, how to fight it, yeah, cababre. But before I start wrap up, I mean chipping week to a bit. So lifestyle inflation, about to say parents more. Once I can't be a generational curse. But after doing several research, I've realized that it is not actually generational curse, but a generational ignorance. ɛno nti na ebi obu wɔ hɔ a na ne maame ebi a ne maame kwaware anye ni maame ni nua ɔmo nyina nye but then they did not analyze ebi a na ebi a suban bi na ɛwɔ hɔ na ɛnya ana so wahwɛ bi ɔsɛ abusua yɛ di ntimi nye sika but have you sat down to realize ebi a mema abusua no playman fo nko a sika ne ba ya na yɛ den ne yɛ so what I'm trying to say is that so obu wɔ hɔ so a parent or so if you are yet to become a parent so that lifestyle inflation comes in. If you don't get yourself out of it, the first point of contact for every child and the parents and as a guardian. So if that is the life that you are living, in Kwanzaa into the part, bit me hypothesis be survey be name busa Ghana phone cry say ye man $20,000 is here out the bed. You see less than 1% of them. And the could be BTC financial a more kayina shopping or and that is because they learn it in the community. So near best friend say, let's be very conscious about having proper financial education. And not only be I'll always recommend Uncle Barfi about a platform this one you find solution to lifestyle inflation. And I feel be honest with yourself. Don't look at what the community is doing. Don't look at and the community cry. It will marvel you to know that sometimes where we get this unnecessary competition from it's a church. It's a church, whether they like it or not. ɛnhwɛ nea obi yɛ de ɛyɛ wo deɛ Ross na wobɛkɔ one na wobɛkɔ a it's okay, but the amount of money that will be remaining no, find something to do with the money. Uni nea wode bɛyɛ a mese wo deɛ bra High Life Radio show yi so you will get to know something. Na afei ne korakora no nso no, I don't know how to say this, but I'm going to say it again. Say budgeting here. No the first thing who say misika no we koha, and then you realize that at the end of the day, you know, we are it me kasi says kano meet me their share business bim only business just save the money and have a plan for your life. Have a plan, like a definite plan. And last but not least, move with like-minded people. It is on now for you now from per club call. What they work on them Guinness or better bottle back $500. So Guinness now, if you go to the grocery store and as the wine a year, okota $500. To add the FBCV. You realize that you save a lot of money and then you can use that money to do a lot of things. You're running away from peer pressure. Have a solid plan for your life, and then you can't pray your way out of lifestyle inflation. You need to have the zeal to have delayed gratification. Not pay information. Me to send you Uncle Barfi show the platform. And then if you've not subscribed to his channel, please subscribe and click on the notification bell. Na share my microphone so na because I coming so account. And if all of us are winning, trust me, we will always be happy.
Yeah, I mean that's it. I mean I was say wow, church power kwesi. Who preach it?
Yes.
All right. So like because he was saying, when him say a friend say, yeah, your budget come out, call Patrik Barfi, Patrik Solution budget on a bit me up. When you know your world builder, you bit me share your friends say work calculator. I'll be to me their shares and your money now. You few never on my for free. So file taxes crana. This day clicking link now. They'll be call the right person. I'll be near. I mean, it's me file tax. And then mortgages. Yes, I need money now. So when you bring up so free this lifestyle inflation, these are numbers I bet me get in touch. A bit me wow. I'm more free. Said the NAC can we hear education, financial education, because near cost you no a behavior. He'll be able to work step by step through Sanyamano. They provide that service now, Patrik Solution. I bet me wow. The other ones also say make a free correct budget no. Before say because no me nyati as I say the paradigm shift and no Patrik Barfi a friend's website channel no name you can obetimi subscribe to it obetimi nya sa paradigm shift na where ye chenkrofo bebre name obetimi change life dramatically with stories amanfo nya different information say information bi your friend Mr. Benda akotre de e kire wo ha ne ade no my dreams me change ye no niam a timi atoto ma kwam. Now if you want to be part of those stories now join the Patrik Barfi YouTube channel na in your live show unya said you kind of hit adoma so na timi aboa wo say be start here na on say so timi aka nti on that note no mechia in saint mechia Pamford chia abna if your friend say obi oba bia mechia mu nyina mintimi bo names ni nya your friend say je ene Paulette Ado obi a nua kankan chia so hopefully ne besa share biem me nua kankan e dey atum say dey obeboa me ayi show yi we say ambassadors are spreading news no ti no obeboa amaya ye eti no yebehu no hatan bia see ehun na bia bibi nti na anyewe eti salute. Make sure you spend wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. See you all, and you have a good one. Bye bye.